If I asked you to hum a song from any Final Fantasy game, I bet you could easily do it. I also bet that it's not from a recent release. And I think that's because a character has been lost that's found in every game up to now. And that's the music. As we know, pretty much every major game that's released now has voice acting. That's obviously true for Final Fantasy as well, but games that released years and years ago, well, voice acting just, one, wasn't as good back then, let's be honest. It was a younger industry, and that was a lot of data to try and fit onto a disc or cartridge. So although, yes, everything had to be read by yourselves, which is a very good way to teach someone to read properly. It's how I pretty much learnt playing those sorts of games. It's probably good to get your kids to play older games. Anyway, the music had to do a lot of the heavy lifting when it came to conveying tone and feelings for what is going on in the story right now, rather than just relying on the way a character is talking. You know, how many times you've been in the group chat with someone and then you've got really angry with your friend because he said something when it turns out text really isn't good at conveying tone. And so it turns out, oh, it's actually fine. You're just overreacting. This is pretty much the same. So as you move through different, even getting to those areas, the music there is telling you exactly how you should be feeling, what you should be expecting coming up. And because there's way more that the music had to do, it is that more impactful and really sticks in your mind whenever you think about it. I mean, that's why there's tracks all throughout the Final Fantasy series that you can just name right off rip. Like you know what they are as soon as you hear them. Like you've got your heavy hitters like Aerith's theme in Final Fantasy VII and Tazanakind in Final Fantasy X. Like the moment that you see them sitting around that campfire and like Tazanakind starts playing, you're like, this is it. Like my journey's brought me here. I should be feeling good about how far I've come, but I know what's coming. I know what's going to be happening with everyone. I can't feel good about what's coming next. It's like, I'm tired, boss. But it goes deeper than that. It's not these massive, impactful moments that have this memorable music. It's all the zones as well. Like, listen to this. Where are you? You know for a fact that you're in Limbolum right now. And how about this one? Hell yeah, we're just vibing on Besaid Island, bitch. And then what about this one? Yep, we're going to class in Balam Garden. See, it isn't just telling you how to feel at each part of the game. It's building an identity for each of the locations. It's way more than just what you do in the areas. It's how it feels. You know exactly where you are. You know if somewhere's a peaceful place. You know if somewhere like you need to be like watching out because the music's a bit intense. It makes all the different areas feel so unique. But then there's even more than that. So you've got the big story beats where the music ramps up or dies down, tells you how to feel in the moment, is setting the scene, setting the tone. And then you've got the location music, which sets the whole identity for the place that you're in at the moment and just like gives you the vibe of the place. And then you got the battle music. And this just, look, each battle music is going to make you feel the same. It's amping you up. Like you've got some bitches to take out. Like there's some monsters in front of you. You got to put them 6 feet under. It's got to motivate you. You got to want to be like bloodthirsty now. It's like, let's kill these motherfuckers, right? So, well, I'm getting too into this. So yeah, all the battle music is doing the same thing for the player. It's getting you prepared to like take somebody out, but they're all distinct through every single game. Like you listen to a battle music from any of the games and you know, right, yeah, cool. That's Final Fantasy 1. That one? Oh yeah, that's 13. Like we know this. And then obviously you got some standout tracks like One Winged Angel. for Sephiroth. Like it's beyond the game. Like it's more than just a boss theme for that. And to be fair, hearing that played by a live orchestra is so good. Anyway, Distant Worlds, please come back to London. Like, please. I need it. And I gotta say, like, 1 through 10, it is insane. Like, Nobuo Uematsu is like a savant. 1 through 10, half of 10, that was more of a collaboration as he kind of phased out of the company. 1 to 9 for sure. How can one man make all the music for all those games, yet every single one sounds so distinct, but they've all got the same DNA? So, like, they all belong to the same series, but they all fit just so perfectly, and you know exactly where you are, who you're with, what you need to do, just from listening to all those tracks. The man's a genius. Yeah, and he's just like the architect of the identity of the Final Fantasy series, really. He knows how to put you in the right mood for the scene that's in front of you. He knows how to amp you up to get you ready for the fight. And then at some point, something changed. So I've got a challenge for you. I'm going to play a little bit of a track now. And then I want you to pause the video and then comment down below whereabouts in Final Fantasy XVI that you hear this track. Ready? Wrong. That was actually from The Witcher 3. And that's the problem. I'm going to say, like, right off, Final Fantasy XVI soundtrack is incredible. It is beautiful. It's fantastic. It goes pretty hard. However, there is something just fundamentally different compared to the rest of the series, where I feel the music doesn't carry that same identity that the rest of the series does. And I'm also talking past Uematsu's input as well. So even Final Fantasy XIII, voice acting, every track, like, it's pretty distinct. Like, you know exactly where you are when you hear the tracks. Same with 15. I mean, Yoko Shimomura is like the closest they've had to Uematsu. Like, she's incredible. But I feel like Final Fantasy XVI, we really lost something with the music. Don't get me wrong, it did deserve to win like best music of the year from the Game Awards. I'm really not trying to say that the music's bad. I don't think that at all. What we did lose from it is the identity that it puts onto each location, each of the actually no, the battle music's pretty good in 16. I'll give that one a pass. But for each of the locations and like the story moments, yeah, you can point to a couple of examples, but the vast majority of it just completely fades into the background. And that is true for most modern games. I'm only really using Final Fantasy as my strongest kind of point of evidence, just because there's so many examples to pick from. But Final Fantasy XVI is falling into the same problem that most AAA modern games have. I can't say that they don't place as much importance on it, but it's going for something different, because all the AAA games now, they just want to be Hollywood movies, and maybe you'll play a little bit of game in between of the cutscenes. So they go for more like a cinematic vibe where everything just gets lost. It all blends together and it's boring. All it does is function as a soundscape. It sets the tone for the room you're in, and that's all it does. It doesn't stamp its own identity onto the location that you're in. And I just proved with that challenge that you can pluck a song from kind of any game and I can tell you it's from anything, you believe me. Whereas the older tracks for the series, they work without the game. Like, you don't need to see Midgar to feel Midgar. You just got to put on some headphones and away you go. It's kind of sad to think that although, yes, technically the music is fantastic, it's incredible. There's nothing wrong with the music, just the context it's being used in, I guess. But the music stopped being a character of the series and it's just a crew member of the production. If you can't tell by now, I love the music from the Final Fantasy games. My arguments here extend far beyond them, though. Modern games in general feel like they've lost the personality that could only be found in tracks that stick with you. Music that, when you hear it, takes you right back to that specific point in the game. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that modern video game music is bad. It's beautiful and technically incredible, but it no longer acts as a character itself, and instead blends into the background. I miss what we used to have. And it's those old OSTs that I put on when I'm trying to work or when I go out running. PS1 JRPG battle music is pretty good for running longer distances and keeping a good pace, by the way. I really want to know how you feel about modern video game music compared to the old ones. Do you prefer the older soundtracks, or do you prefer the more modern cinematic soundtracks? Let's argue in the comments down below. I feel a lot more scatterbrained in this video than any of my others, but give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, then you may also enjoy my video talking about games that I think deserve remakes. And you can see that right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you over there in a minute. Bye-bye.